What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Unplugged and Uncut. You're live with your boy Unique, and today I want to talk about the Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. rematch being in Jeopardy. That is right, guys. We are in a situation now where Bud and his team would like to keep this fight at 147 in hopes that Errol Spence Jr. will back out the fight. What just happened? What just happened to that 154 energy we saw across all these press conferences? Yeah, I'll fight him at 154. What happened to that? I would like to know, guys. This is a very interesting situation we have going on, especially with Bud knowing that Spence was having trouble making that 147. And Bud himself said he was having trouble making 147. That's why he'd be interested in the 154. But no, Bud and his camp would like to keep this fight at 147, where they were able to dominate Errol Spence Jr. Now, it's kind of interesting that you'll fight Spence at 147, but you don't want to fight Boots. That's right, Jerron Boots Ennis at 147. Nah, he don't want none of that one. That's because Jerron Ennis is a risk. And in this business, guys, it's all about risk versus rewards. So make it make sense. You'll fight Errol Spence at 147, but you won't fight Jerron Boots Ennis at 147. Hold on, we got to make it make sense, guys, because he's been recently calling out Jermell Charlo, 154, moving up to 168 to fight Canelo. That's a big weight jump. So you willing to fight Charlo and Canelo up to 168, even throwing jabs and verbal assaults at Keith Thurman, talking about let's get it on. Keith Thurman said he needs a fight in between to get ready for you because he had so much time off. But think about it, guys. He's willing to go up for these fighters, but you're not willing to go up for Errol Spence Jr. That kind of makes you say, okay, do you know something that the rest of the public didn't know? My question, guys, is to everyone, is Terrence Bud Crawford nervous or avoiding Errol Spence Jr. at 154? Now, we all know Errol Spence lost at 147, and it was pretty much a beatdown. But at least this man dared to be great. Think about it. He dared to be great. He did whatever he had to do, made all type of concessions to make sure this fight happened, or that fight, the first one, happened. What happened to Bud daring to be great? Especially when you know both of these fighters are in the weight game. They're in the hurt business. So when you're losing weight and when you're losing so much weight, let's say you're coming off of 165 as your normal walking weight, and you're trying to get down to 147, that has an effect on any human. Not just boxers who are in excellent shape. That have an effect on you if you're trying to drop so much weight in such a fast time. Think about it, guys. We have literally seen fights die on the scale before they got to the ring due to weigh-in issues. Which makes me say the key phrase again, risk versus reward. Maybe Errol Spence was a little weight drained. Maybe Bud felt a little bit of power. Spence had a few good moments in the first and the third. That's about it because he got mollywopped. But in that first round and in the third round, he had a couple of moments. Is Terrence Bud Crawford nervous about taking that L to Errol Spence Jr. in a rematch at 154, where this man will be more competitive? I definitely think it will be a more competitive fight, and depending on who Errol Spence Jr. brings into his training camp, man, we never know the outcome. We in the hurt business over here, and when you boxing, it only takes one haymaker, one good combination to get your opponent up out of there. So I'm not saying that Bud is scared or scared, however you want to pronounce that word, but it do make you say, I can't wait to see how everybody feels about this one, guys. Do y'all think Terrence Bud Crawford and his team is purposefully trying to get Errol Spence Jr. to back out of this fight? Can't wait to see how everyone feels in the comments, and your boy is out. Peace.